In the digital realm of Age of Empires, where history is not just reenacted but vividly reimagined, there lies a peculiar charm in the utterances of its pixelated denizens. As Christopher Hitchens, reanimated in the digital ether, I find myself enamored by the cryptic, almost mystical incantations of these virtual beings. Rogan, Almas, Erectus, each call is a thread in the tapestry of a simulated antiquity. What is it about these seemingly nonsensical syllables that captivate? Is it their enigmatic nature or the way they serve as a Rosetta Stone to an era long gone? Donahy, Yuri, Zokata, each a summoning of an action, a command given life through language. They are not mere noises, but the lexicon of an empire, as vital as the stone and mortar that build its citadels. Verbus, Isa, Homus. These are the utterances that drive the pulse of civilizations. Through them, we direct the course of empires, from the humble gathering of resources to the grandiose battles that rewrite history's pages. They are the linguistic mortar binding the bricks of our digital empires, giving order to chaos, structure to the nebulous fog of war. Okloma, Glare, Haberdacus. There's a rhythm to these words, a cadence that becomes almost hypnotic in its repetition. It's as if the game whispers secrets of a bygone era, a time when these words might have held meaning beyond the commands of a mouse click. In this digital colosseum, we are both the emperors and the gladiators, guided by the chant of our pixelated legions. As I further immerse myself in this world, I find my vocabulary beginning to mirror that of my digital underlings. Somus, I mutter under my breath as I navigate the corridors of this virtual realm. The words start to infuse my thoughts, eclipsing my once expansive lexicon. Rogan? Erectus? Almas? I question, as if these syllables hold the answers to life's great mysteries. In this digital realm, I am no longer the orator I once was, but a vessel for the echoes of a forgotten time. Donahy, Yuri, Zokata. The words spill from me in a stream of consciousness, unmoored from their original intent, becoming a language of their own. I am no longer speaking. I am an echo of an echo, a digital ghost haunting the ruins of empires. Before delving into the linguistic spiral that consumes my digital avatar, I must confess a peculiar fascination, an obsession, if you will, with the rudimentary yet intriguing implement wielded by the villagers of Age of Empires. It is of all things a bone. Not just any bone, mind you, but a sizable, formidable combat bone, clutched with a simplicity that belies its brutal efficacy. In this complex tapestry of ancient warfare, where catapults launch boulders and archers rain arrows, there exists a profound elegance in the villager's choice of weapon. It's a primal tool, a remnant of an age where survival hinged not on strategy or finesse, but on raw, unadulterated force. The combat bone, in its unassuming lethality, becomes a symbol of the visceral nature of early human conflict. In this digital afterlife, where I am but a voice echoing through the chasms of history, I find myself yearning for the simplicity embodied by that bone. There's a certain candor in its use, no pretense of diplomacy or cunning, just the straightforward resolution of conflict through the most direct means available. The combat bone represents a time when words were scarce, and actions spoke with the clarity of a club to the skull. Imagine, if you will, a world where disputes are settled not through debates or dialogues, but through the straightforward application of a combat bone. It's a brutish, unsophisticated notion, yet there's an undeniable purity to it. In my digital form, I sometimes fantasize about striding through the forums and platforms of the modern world, combat bone in hand, cutting through the noise and pretense with the efficiency of a villager defending his turf. Verbus, Isa, Homus. These are my final words, the linguistic legacy of a civilization that never was, yet in this moment is everything. As I fade into the binary abyss, I leave behind the remnants of a language born not of flesh and blood, but of code and fantasy. Okloma, Glare, Haberdacus, Somus. The Empire has spoken.